Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vamangi Goswami. Today let us learn about a new topic in the chapter carbohydrates. This new topic is cyclic structure of glucose, and a very important phenomenon which is occurring in carbohydrate is mutarotation. This topic comes under Gujarat University syllabus BSc Chemistry semester 3, paper number 201, unit number 1A. So let us start. So let us start with the cyclic structure of glucose. Here most monosaccharides with 5 or more carbon atoms have cyclic structure. To understand the cyclic structure of monosaccharides, it is necessary to study the reaction of monosaccharides with alcohol. So here reaction of monosaccharide which contains aldehyde and ketone as a functional groups. So reaction with alcohol of aldehyde forms hemiacetal form. It is shown over here, and after reaction of further alcoholic group, this hemiacetal is converted to acetal form. So two OR groups attach with the loss of one water molecule. Same as with the ketone molecules, when ketone C double bond O is reacted with alcohol molecule, that will form hemiketal form, and after further reaction with alcoholic group, that will be converted to ketal form with the loss of one water molecule. So aldehydes and ketones react with alcohol to produce hemiacetal and hemiketal respectively, which readily gets converted to acetal and ketal form with the reaction with alcohol. So as we all know, straight chain glucose structure is known as a Fischer projection. So Fischer projection ignore to represent the ability of monosaccharide to form cyclic structure with formation of an additional asymmetric carbon center. So cyclization forms one additional asymmetric carbon center, while alcohols react readily with aldehydes to form hemiacetals. The British carbohydrate chemist Sir Norman Haworth showed that the linear form of glucose and other aldohexoses could undergo a similar intramolecular reaction to form a cyclic hemiacetal. The resulting six-membered oxygen-containing ring similar to pyran is designated as pyranose ring. So let us go into the detail of cyclic structure of glucose. So here D-glucose is in the straight chain form, and that is known as a Fischer projection. And this straight chain glucose, after cyclized form, if it gets cyclized and form lactone ring structure, here first carbon and fifth carbon is getting attached by removal of one water molecule. So one OH from this carbon and one H from this carbon. So lone pairs of oxygen will be attached to this carbon, which is shown here in the ring structure, OH group which is present on the fifth carbon, and that O lone pairs of oxygen atom is attacking the carbonyl carbon and getting cyclized by formation of pyran ring structure, and this cyclized form is now known as a Haworth projection. So here straight chain formula is known as Fischer projection, and this cyclized form of glucose is known as Haworth projection. Now the possibility on the attached carbon, newly attached carbon, is now become asymmetric. This carbon was not asymmetric, so carbon number 1 was not asymmetric in the Fischer form. After cyclization, that carbon number 1 becomes asymmetric carbon, and the possibility is this OH group which is attached on carbon number 1, that may be on the lower side or upper side. So that makes two different isomers. So cyclization of glucose forms two different isomers, that is alpha D glucopyranose and beta D glucopyranose. Glucose after cyclization forms a pyran ring structure, that is why that is known as glucopyranose, and alpha form the OH group is at the lower side and beta form the OH group at the upper side. So this is Haworth projection and cyclic structure of D-glucose or D-glucopyranose. Here if we want to draw a Fischer form of this cyclized structure, so here it is drawn alpha D-glucopyranose with carbon number 1 is attached to carbon number 5. So carbon number 1 OH is on the right hand side, that is alpha D-glucopyranose, while beta D-glucopyranose, this carbon number 1 OH is on the left hand side. So this is Fischer representation of cyclic form of glucose, while these are Haworth representation of cyclic form of glucose. Similarly, ketohexose also forms cyclic structure. So ketone, that is pentose or hexose sugars, can react with alcohol to form hemiketals. The analogous intramolecular reaction of ketose sugar such as fructose yield a cyclic hemiketal. The 5-member ring thus form a reminiscent of furan and it is referred to as furanose ring. The cyclic pyranose and furanose form are preferred structures for monosaccharides in aqueous solution. So isomers of monosaccharide that differ only in their configuration about that carbon atom are called anomers, and carbonyl carbon is thus called anomeric carbon. Now let us see cyclic structure of fructose. Fructose is, as we all know, it is a ketohexose. It has 6 carbon chain containing ketone as a functional group on carbon number 2. So this is structure of D-fructose and this is Fischer projection. So this carbon number 2 is attacked by the oxygen present on carbon number 5. So lone pair of oxygen on carbon number 5 attack to carbonyl carbon or carbon number 2. So here it is represented in the cyclic manner, and after cyclization it forms a furan moiety, that is why this cyclic structure is known as furanose moiety. So after cyclization this carbon number 2 of this fructose ring structure is now asymmetric. So carbon number 2 was not asymmetric in the open chain structure or straight chain structure, while after formation of cyclic ring structure carbon number 2 become asymmetric and the formation of new asymmetric carbon forms, and that is why new isomers, 2 additional isomers form, that is known as alpha D fructofuranose and beta D fructofuranose. So cyclic fructose is also known as fructofuranose because it is forming furan ring structure. So it is known as fructofuranose. So here cyclic structure, and this is Fischer projection shown over here. Both the isomers, isomer alpha isomer and beta isomer. Alpha isomer has OH group on the right hand side and beta isomer has OH group on the left hand side in Fischer projections. Here it shows some facts regarding cyclic monosaccharides. So glucose after cyclization forms 2 anomers, that is alpha anomer, that is alpha D glucopyranose, and beta anomer, that is beta D glucopyranose. Here carbon number 1, that is C1, is called anomeric carbon because it is formed because of cyclization of glucose molecule. So after cyclization one more additional asymmetric carbon center is formed, and that is at carbon number 1. That is why C1 is known as anomeric carbon, and due to cyclization two different isomers are formed, which is alpha D glucopyranose and beta D glucopyranose. Alpha D and beta D differs in the position of OH group attached on anomeric carbon. So on carbon number 1, OH is attached on the lower side in alpha forms, while in beta form OH is attached on the upper side at carbon number 1. So it is beta form of glucopyranose. Here in the case of fructofuranose or fructose, carbon number 2, which is anomeric carbon, and it has 5 membered ring structure. So fructofuranose is formed, and here C2 is the anomeric carbon, and alpha and beta forms of fructofuranose differs in the position of OH group present on the anomeric carbon. So on carbon number 2, OH group which is present on the lower side in alpha form, while in beta form OH group is attached on the upper side. Now let us see the another important phenomenon of carbohydrates, that is mutarotation. Early carbohydrate chemists frequently observed that the optical rotation of glucose solutions could change with time, a process called mutarotation. Glucose is an optically active compound. However, a solution of glucose in water undergoes a gradual change in its specific rotation till a constant specific rotation is achieved. This phenomenon of change in specific rotation is known as mutarotation. So it was eventually found that alpha D glucopyranose has specific rotation of plus 112.2 degrees and beta D glucose has specific rotation of 18.7 degrees. So here alpha form and beta form both has a huge difference in its specific rotations. So this mutarotation involves interconversion of anomeric forms of the monosaccharide. So at equilibrium of the mixture contains 63% of beta ionomer and 36% of alpha ionomer and only 1% of an open chain form. This equilibrium specific optical rotation of the solution is plus 52.7 degrees Celsius. So here alpha form gives a specific rotation plus 112.2 degrees Celsius. Beta form gives a specific rotation of plus 18.7 degrees Celsius, while in the solution equilibrium, at equilibrium stage, alpha and beta form gives us mutarotation of plus 52.7 degrees Celsius.